Hey, book lovers, welcome back to Shelf Addiction, the podcast where we dive deep into the pages of thriller and fantasy reads. I'm your host, Tamara, and today we are doing a popular science fiction fan favorite, All Systems Red, the first book in the Murderbot Diaries, and we are comparing it to its Apple TV adaptation. But first, quick heads up, if you crave the full visual experience and you want to ditch the ads, head on over to our Patreon. You'll unlock ad-free video episodes, exclusive after shows, and tons of bonus content. If you prefer audio only, Spreaker listeners, you're in luck. After shows and exclusives are available there as well. If you want more bookish banter, join our community over on the Book Clubs app, and don't forget to subscribe and leave us a review wherever you're listening. And speaking of community, I am thrilled to welcome back my fantasy and romance ride or die co-host Casey from Heartful of Ink. Welcome back, Casey.
Hello. I'm so excited to be here with you, like always.
Yes, I'm glad you're here. We can talk about the interesting aspects of all these people. Okay, so you guys, you can find us both online in all the usual spots. The links for everything are in the show notes. Click around, do all the things. We appreciate you for doing that. And of course, before we begin, we want to remind you that as always with book chats, we talk full spoilers here. So spoiler alert, you've been warned. Today, we are discussing the audio and graphic audio versions of All Systems Red by Martha Wells. The graphic audiobook is narrated by a full cast, and the audiobook is narrated by who, Casey?
Kevin Free.
Okay, published May 2nd, 2017 by Tor Books and Graphic Audio. And do you happen to know the publisher of the audio? Let me do a quick look.
Recorded Books, Inc.
All right, thank you. Recorded Books, Inc. You see, you could tell who did what, right?
Oops, my bad, guys.
Yes. The book is 144 pages, and the unabridged audio comes in at 2 hours and 30 minutes-ish. I'm going to say they're both probably pretty similar. Mm-hmm. Okay, Casey, would you kindly share the synopsis?
All Systems Red is the first tense science fiction adventure novella in Martha Wells' series, The Murderbot Diaries. The main character is a deadly security droid that has bucked its restrictive programming and is balanced between contemplative self-discovery and an idle instinct to kill all humans. In a corporate-dominated spacefaring future, planetary missions must be approved and supplied by the company. Exploratory teams are accompanied by company-supplied security androids for their own safety. But in a society where contracts are awarded to the lowest bidder, safety isn't a primary concern. On a distant planet, a team of scientists are conducting surface tests shadowed by their company-supplied droid, a self-aware sec unit that has hacked its own governor module and refers to itself, though never out loud, as Murderbot. Scornful of all humans, all it really wants to be is left alone long enough to figure out who it is. But when a neighboring mission goes dark, it's up to the scientists and their Murderbot to get the truth.
Okay. All right, I have a couple of things I'd like to talk about before we even dig into the stuff real good.
Okay.
But first, let's do our traditional thing. When you finish the audiobook, what did you think?
Well, first of all, I messed up because I just listened to the regular audiobook. I brain farted and didn't think graphic audio, even though that's what you said. I just went audiobook. Yes, download. So high level, I typically don't listen to audiobooks, but this one was pretty good. I like Kevin. He's a good narrator.
Okay.
It was very interesting, very, very short. High level, it was good. Not something I'd typically read. Mm-hmm. I don't know if I'll read more, but I'm definitely invested in the show.
Okay. So for my point of view, I think that the graphic audio was pretty good for graphic audio. The cast was really good. No one rubbed me the wrong way. Everyone was good. The sounds were appropriate. Nothing too, we've had
nobody peeing on a tree.
No, none of that. It was actually pretty decent. And again, at 2.5 hours, it was something short and sweet. And I'm like you, I'm not sure I'll continue with the story side of it, the book side, but I am enjoying the show.
Mm-hmm.
So with that said about enjoying the show, that's where I'd like to start because
let's do it.
I fucked around. Now, okay, let me tell you guys a story. So we originally talked about this months and months ago.
Mm-hmm.
And then we just said, we put it on a back burner for some reason. I don't really remember why we did it, but we did. And then my husband's like, I want to watch this show. I'm like, oh, okay, I guess I'll watch it. So this is my number one thing, and I just went against my own rules.
Mm-hmm.
When he said he wanted to watch the show, I should have immediately went and listened to this immediately. Yes. But instead, I watched the show with him, and I'm like, we are caught up. So by the time this airs, 9 episodes would have aired. I've watched all 9.
Oh, wow.
10. And then here I am, 9 episodes deep, trying to listen to this, and I'm like, oh my God.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep.
So I always say I have to read or listen first and then watch the adaptation. And I did the reverse, and it's killing me. I never reminder to myself, do not do this again.
Yes.
It's like, it's bad to go backwards.
Yes. Oh, yeah. No. Anytime you're about to do this, text me and I will stop you. Because no. Oh, no. I would not be able to stand it if I did this backwards.
So look, at the beginning of the show, we get that dramatic scene of like all these people at like a rave or something. Mm-hmm. Something crazy is going on. And then when I started this book, I'm like, wait, what the fuck happened? And I hit why like 10 times. I'm like, did I miss something? Wait a minute. I'm like, this is different.
It's so different. I know. It started there, and I was like, oh my God, are they going to show him, spoiler alert, murdering everybody right away? Mm-hmm. And I was really like, oh my God, this is a crazy way to start it. But then they didn't show the murder, and now they're just like teasing it. So FYI, I'm halfway through episode 5. Like, it's literally paused on my TV. I stopped it 5 minutes before getting on here. Because I wanted to keep going, but I was like, okay, no, we need to pause here because we have to record the podcast. But I'm halfway through episode 5.
Okay.
Honestly, so before I started watching the show, I was like, okay, this book is so short. They might do this in like 2, maybe 3 episodes. They're 30 minutes. It'll be short. I assumed, because I wanted to go in blind. I assumed that they'd like do multiple books in one season because these books are short. Like, they're tiny. And reading it, you're like, yeah, okay, you could easily summarize this in like 40 minutes or 2 episodes. Like, it could be done, right?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They added so much to the TV show, and normally I hate that, but it's actually working. It's actually like really, really good. And this is so rare for me to say, but I love the TV show more than I like the book.
Same, because after the fact, listening after, I'm like, there's a lot missing. I feel like there's a lot missing because
Oh, yeah. No, when I was reading it, I was like, okay, she's doing this character's voice incredibly. He's an android who just does not give a shit. And that voice is crystal clear and it is perfection. But there was so much missing. I was like, where are the details? Where's the emotion? It's fun, sarcastic humor. And yeah, I can totally get behind this android, but I feel like I'm missing the real story. And like, that's the whole point of this, like the whole point of seeing the story from the android's point of view. Fantastic. Hands down. It should win all the awards, and it did. It won a Hugo, it won other things. Like, totally love that for it. But as a reader and an editor, I'm like, I want more. I want the human side of things. And the TV show is giving us that.
So I have something else about the comparison between the two.
Okay, go for it.
So I know this is supposed to be funny. The show is funny. I'm laughing out loud. I'm chuckling. I'm having a good time with it. The book, nothing. Dry is the desert. No laughing. I'm like, okay. Not even a chuckle. I'm like, what the hell? I'm very confused.
I think it's because you flipped it, and if you had read this first, you might have laughed at a few points because it's very dry humor. But there are a few good lines, and the TV show stole them. And I'm trying to remember. Like, there was, oh God, I'm totally blanking on everything because I just binged it all at once. But there's been a few lines where I was like, okay, they definitely stole this straight out of the book. And it's really, really funny in the TV show. You know, like I might have chuckled a little bit in the book, like, oh, haha, this is funny. In the TV show, I'm like, wow, this is like 10 out of 10 hilarious.
Right.
I I think if you had listened to it first, you might have found it like a little bit funnier, not as dry as the Sahara awful.
Look,
But
that is why, again, slap my own hand. I can't believe I did that, because when I'm watching the show, Kevin's watching it with me and I'm laughing. He's doing double takes at me. He's like, oh my God, you're laughing. Because he knows I'm a hard sell on comedy. So the fact that I was just so, I don't know, I guess Alexander Skarsgård has done like a really great job. I buy him
really
being
good job.
totally dry and
Oh yeah.
with his personality.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, the book after, it's just a huge mistake. Huge mistake.
Yep. Yeah. No. I really think if you had read it first, you would have laughed a little bit, or at least like enjoyed the story. And then, with the TV show, would have been like, oh yeah, this is so much better.
Yeah. And I also think maybe watching the TV show has put me off for the rest of the books. Had I did it the right way, by reading it first, maybe I would have wanted to keep reading to see what would happen before the TV show came out, but that is not what happened.
I mean, honestly, okay, so I did it the right way. I listened to it first. I was invested in the book enough to be like, okay, yes, I definitely want to watch the show. This is interesting. But it's not my typical style, right? Like I'm the romance queen. I want emotion. I want people falling in love. I want fun stuff. There's none of that in this book.
Right. It's 100% straight up sci-fi.
Just
That's
straight sci-fi, which, good for you.
Yeah.
Not my cup of tea. It was funny and I enjoyed it, but it wasn't enough for me to want to keep going.
Okay. That's fair. And I'll never know because, honestly, to be fair, I don't read a whole lot of straight sci-fi. I really don't.
I don't.
I read more, like you said, it has to have some element of romance in it, usually for me. So I'm not really sure how long I would have lasted, but my soul tells me I would have wanted to read a little more had the show not wrecked it for me.
I mean,
I don't know. I guess it's hard to say because that's too late to know for sure.
I mean, valid. When I finished the book, I wasn't like, ew, never again. But I was like, let me watch the show. And then while I'm watching the show, I'm like, this is giving me everything I wanted. This is giving me the human emotion. This is giving me like one of my favorite things about the show, just to like straight dive into that, are his serials. His TV show serials. So in the book, he talks about them. And it's just kind of like, I'm watching my serials. It's called this. But there's no description. There's nothing to it. He's just like, whatever. In the TV show, they're actually playing it for you.
Yes, it cuts away and we get to see.
Away, and then you're watching this sci-fi drama. Like, oh my God, Jack McBrayer. I love him so much. And I just laugh every time I see him on the screen. This is my favorite part of the TV show. Like, this is something TV and movies can do that books just can't. And I fucking love it. I live for it.
Yeah. I thought it was every time it goes to the show, I'm like, oh my God, what? And I honestly can like kind of commiserate with Murderbot. Like, leave me the fuck alone. I want to watch TV.
Exactly. I don't want to deal with stupid people. I just want to watch my TV shows.
Like, these humans are so ridiculous. I guess I better save them or something. I don't know. It's funny. It's really well done.
It is.
Yeah, all the actors I like. I like the lady that plays Mensa. She's really good. Actually, a lot of them are very, very well done. It's just, I don't know. It's just, it takes the book to a whole nother level. And I think that it is faithful to the original story, but it just improves it. In all the ways that you just mentioned.
Yes. Yes. No, it's very faithful to the plot line. It's very like there's small deviations. Like you mentioned the opening scene. That's not revealed until much later in the book. And even then, like he immediately says, this is what's up. Whereas here he's like, I'm Murderbot before he murders anybody. Which I was like, oh, excuse me. Why did you pick murder before you've murdered people? That doesn't make sense.
How did he know he would want to be Murderbot?
Exactly.
Like, that's strange. Yeah.
That doesn't make sense. But that's a nitpicky whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it expands everything. It shows what the people are actually doing, not just him observing the people, but we actually get to see them interact with each other and have their emotions, and then have the human drama side of it, and starting a throuple. And
okay, so this is one thing that I could have done without in the show. I could have done without the full frontal of nothing. You know, the
Ken doll nothing.
The Ken doll situation, and I was like, oh, why?
Honestly, I laughed.
I laughed too, but I'm like, no, just don't show anything. I don't know. It was kind of funny, but they showed it like twice. And I'm like, no.
They're like, you need to see this. We spent 4 hours in makeup or whatever.
Oh my gosh. And then they had the whole conversation about a sex bot versus like a sex unit. I'm like, oh God. How uncomfortable for him. Uncomfortable for us as well.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
But yeah, I don't know. It's very interesting how the people have their relationships, and they got a bunch of,
signing contracts and doing this and that and the other. And
yeah, they're just fluid with everything and coming to agreement on things. That was very interesting to watch.
Yeah, I just got to the baby talk in episode 5. I don't know if you remember that. The one guy's like, do you guys even want babies?
Oh,
the new throuple. He's like, do you even want? And then I was like, let's pause here and go record the podcast.
Yeah, it's funny. And then something else happens after that. But I'm not...
Don't ruin it. I'm going to go hit play right after we get off here.
I will not. But yeah, I don't know. The show is just so good. And it almost feels like it can just blast the book away. Like, it's just like, I just want to talk about the show and not the book.
Oh, absolutely. Which sucks. Like, the book is a good book. Yeah. It's not for us, and I can acknowledge that, but like, objectively, it's well written. Yeah. And I understand why people love it. I understand why it won all the awards. I understand, like, this author knows character voice in a way that I try to teach all of my clients. Like, there's so many good things about this book. But as soon as I watched the TV show, I was like, what book? I just want TV show.
Exactly. And also, I also feel like maybe short stories and novellas aren't my favorite. Because like you said, I just wanted more of everything. I wanted more detail, more backstory, more.
Yes.
And I usually don't really gravitate to novellas and short stories because it's just usually not enough for me. Unless it's an offshoot of something, a world I'm already familiar with. Then, okay, a couple of short stories here and there to fill in the gaps I'm cool with. But just like the whole thing.
Oh, absolutely.
Just from that aspect, because I have read some sci-fi books that I really enjoyed, but they were full-length books. So maybe that is another reason why I think maybe this series isn't for me in general, just because they're all short novellas. But I don't know, it might be better going forward, but it's still going to be in that short cadence where we don't get a whole lot of...
Yeah. So the way it ends, the book, I'm assuming the TV show will end the same way, but like the way it ends, he's free and he's going off on his own adventure. And I fully believe that, yeah, he's going to have like so many fun adventures trying to just sit in the corner and watch his TV shows or his serials, like, but also protecting people to make money or whatever. Like, it's going to be fun. It just doesn't feel for me. Yeah, I'm right there with you. I want more. I want the full story. I want the human aspect. I want his funny, dry humor, but with the human drama of it all.
Yeah. Okay, actually, I think now's a great time to take a quick break. When we come back, I want to talk a little bit about what I think he may or may not act like going forward and some other things.
Yes.
We'll be right back. Okay, welcome back, guys. So we mentioned the end. He mentioned also kind of like appearing more like an augmented human at the end, like Grathian. You know, he could get away with that. Do you think he's gonna like be trying to blend with humans, or do you think he's still gonna just be his regular ass self, just with a different outer layer?
I think he's gonna try to blend a little bit, just in the sense that like I think this character, this android who hates people, is not going to suddenly like go join a crew and try to be one of the people. He wants to find a way where he can like sit in the corner and again just watch his serials while maybe protecting somebody, but also his TV shows are his goal.
Yeah, it's going to be, if he ends up helping more people, which I suspect he will be, it's going to be one of these, oh my God, these fucking people. I can't just leave them. I guess I should help them.
Which definitely happened here.
Yeah. I don't know. It could be fun, but
it could be fun. Yeah.
Yeah, I am curious about that. I wonder how the show will tackle that, because I do think, because obviously the finale has not aired yet as of today, but now that I know how it's going to end, I think they're going to do something similar. But I kind of hope that in the show he goes back to their home, because in the book, yeah, he's free to go. But he doesn't have a hospital he can go to get fixed. He won't have his little unit thing to like fix him if
they
something
wouldn't really
happens.
have one at their house either, or their planet either. They have like the regular medical stuff, but not the typical stuff. So I feel like he needs to go be on a ship that has it.
Right, because if he goes off on his own, he didn't go home with them, and he doesn't have all his equipment that will fix him. He's just going to be out there trying to figure out shit.
Find another ship that has the equipment.
Yeah, that's weird. I don't know. I'm kind of curious now, but I still don't think I'll. I just want to see how the show tackles it.
Absolutely.
That'd be interesting. I think either way would be interesting, but I would like to see some of these characters again. Maybe they can find a balance between him going off and still retaining some of these characters from season 1.
I hope so, because they're great. They really are. They're so fun. They're so diverse. The show has everything. Like, it's one of the most beautifully diverse shows ever.
Yeah, it is.
And nobody's even really talking about it. Like in the show, they're not addressing it. They're not like, well, we have to talk about how we're from this place and we're from this place and we're this, we're that, we're there. They're just like, this is who we are. We work together.
Life.
This is just life.
Yeah.
And I love that. I love that so much.
Yeah. I like that too. I like that it's extremely diverse in all ways. All the ways. Yeah, I like that. But also I think what makes this different from typical sci-fi stuff, because it has a lighter tone, it kind of is giving me that Star Trek vibe. And
absolutely.
And by that, I mean, it's low stakes. No one's really going to die. No one that we care about is going to die. Yeah, some other people will. Who cares about them? But like the people we care about, they're fine. It's going to be kind of like, we'll come together with a happy lesson learned ending. You know what I mean? Like, so it's really low emotional investment. It's just fun.
Yes. And when I was listening to it for the first time, and they start worrying about the Delta group and they don't know what's going on, and they're like, let's split up, and some of us go here and some of us go there. In my mind, I was screaming, this is just like the Alien movies. Don't split up. You're all going to die.
Don't do it.
But then as it went on, and I realized, like, okay, no, this is definitely just low stakes. I was just applying my horror films to it.
Yeah. Because y'all, I love some darkness. I love for people to be killed.
Oh, hell
love for realistic. I like that stuff. So this was a little different, but I am a Trekkie. So, I mean, I'm okay with that as well, as long as I know that's what I'm in for and that's what it is. So I can kind of set my expectations.
Yes. Setting expectations is everything.
Yeah. And you're right. A lot of people aren't really talking about this in a way that I thought. because I know last year, I feel like it was about a year ago, the books had kind of spiked up again. Like people were really taking notice of them on YouTube and things like that. It didn't make it over to TikTok, but you know, the YouTube where the real quote unquote readers live, they found it and they were talking about it last year. So I do think that there's a audience that is talking about this show.
Oh, definitely.
But it's just not like that mainstream.
It's not, it's not mainstream.
Mm-hmm.
But it should be. It's fucking fantastic.
But to be fair, like also because it's on Apple TV, now I got to give Apple TV props because they have a lot of good shows.
Mm-hmm.
They have a lot of good TV and a lot of it, some of it makes the mainstream, but a lot of it doesn't because I think a lot of people don't want to pay that Apple TV subscription fee.
Yeah.
So a lot of their shows are getting like the short end of the stick because the audience isn't coming there.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And
which
I think
sucks.
Yeah, that might also be the problem for Murderbot because everyone loves Alexander. He's fine.
I know, he's
They
fine. And he has Ken doll stuff going on in this show.
Yeah, I'm like, look, I mean, no one wants to come over and watch him. I don't know, but you know, you're right. It's not like something I'm hearing people talk about every day. It's not in my feed.
Mm-hmm.
It's not getting, it is getting the props in a smaller community.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
But it is absolutely worth it. Like, get a 7-day free trial with Apple TV and binge it in a day or 2 days.
Yes. And while you're there, watch as much as you can of other things. Like I recently started watching Shrinking on there.
Ooh.
And Kevin, that's another one he picked. He's a comedy watcher and I'm a drama watcher. So when he finds something that he thinks I'll like, I'll try it. And this has a perfect amount of drama and comedy, kind of like Murderbot, but a little bit more serious themes. But like, you know, it's Harrison Ford in there, old ass Shrink. And this other guy.
Oh yeah, we love Harrison Ford.
Good, it's so good. So there's so many. I could just sit here and rave about all the Apple TV stuff I watch, but it's not an Apple TV episode, so I won't do that. But pick up the trial, like Casey said, and at least give this a watch, if nothing else.
Yes,
and, it's bingeable.
Oh, absolutely.
With short 30-ish minute episodes. Yeah. You won't be wondering, like, what the fuck's going on? Like, with the audiobook.
Like, do we want to talk about that?
Yeah, I mean, at times, and again, and I think it's because I was kind of like listening for certain things, and when it didn't happen, I'm like, how did we get here? It felt like things were jumpy. It felt very... I don't know. I just was like, what happened? And I found myself rewinding and spending more time than I'd prefer. Just because of how the story was laid out.
So, in my first read through, yes, there were a few times where like he would just shut down and like it would stop like right in the middle of a sentence or a scene, like just straight stop, and then it'd be like power at 0%, and then he'd wake up and it'd be, you know, the next day I'm in med bay or I'm this or that or whatever. And I thought that was really interesting because it is 1000% telling the story only from his perspective.
Yes.
So from a storytelling situation, yeah, that's great. But then again, in the TV show, when you're used to seeing everybody's perspective, you're like, oh, what the hell is going on in the book?
Yeah. So I hate to say it, but I don't think I gave the book as fair of a shake as I could with the circumstances I was working under.
The circumstances are stacked against the book. I'm not going to lie. Like, yeah, no, the TV show fleshes everything out. It fleshes out the characters. It fleshes out the plot. It adds in a few more things that they kind of did, but didn't really do in the book. And, you know, in the book, he kind of summarizes stuff because he's like, I don't give a shit what they're doing. I really don't care. I didn't read this file because I don't care. And then in the TV show, he's like, I know exactly who they are because I read the file because I care a little bit. I'm like, not really.
I mean, he's a machine. It won't take but 2 seconds to do it. So...
But literally, like, when you're reading the book, like, just from the start, and he's like, I don't know who you people are, because I didn't read the file, because I just don't give a shit. I laughed at that. Like, that, I think you would have laughed at if you had read it first.
Yeah.
But then in the TV show, he's like, yeah, you're these people from this thing, and I know all of this. And I'm like, it doesn't quite hit as hard, or like,
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Oh my gosh. Okay. What else? Anything else? Did you have a list of anything or
Not really. Well,
no?
okay, so I listened to the audiobook and it was just Kevin by himself, and I thought he did a really good job of it. Typically I don't listen to audiobooks, and I totally brain farted and just went straight for the regular audio, not the graphic audio. So that was my bad, but he did a good job with all of the different voices. I thought his dry humor was really good.
And I did catch him at the beginning because, like I said, I thought the book would start differently. So I was like, what the fuck? So I went to the graphic audio and then I went over to the regular audio and make sure it started the same way. Yes. I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah, no, they don't bring that up for a couple chapters at least in the book. But then, like, he's, very blunt, straightforward. Yeah, I was here and I killed all these people right away. And in the TV show, they're like, let's tease you. Let's, So
let's see how he became Murderbot.
Yeah, see how he became Murderbot, even though he says it right away before he kills anybody.
I'm Murderbot. I would not name myself Murderbot.
Not at all. Even if I did murder people.
Yeah.
Be like, sweet, innocent person who does not murder. That's my name.
He really does not intend for anyone to find that name out. So.
But then they do.
They do. Like, Murderbot. Yeah, dude. I don't know. Why name yourself that? But, he's good at murdering. So, there's that. What I like the other like things on the, what do you call it? The planet they were on, like the animals and stuff. That was interesting.
Like the giant worm thing that was trying to eat them.
Yeah, like the different, of course you're in a different planet, things are going to be different, but that was interesting to see them concoct that. And on the show, oh no, I don't want to say anything. I can't figure out where you are, so never mind.
So they just went to Delta. He got the thing in his neck, and then he realizes it, and he's like, "You have to kill me." And they're like, "No, we can't do that." So then he shoots himself in the stomach. And
okay. So okay. So never mind. Because that's somebody's past there. But yeah,
I'm excited. Okay, now that makes me even more excited because I keep worrying. Oh no, they're going to wrap it up really quickly. Oh no, they're going to finish this really quickly because again, the book was so short, and my brain was convinced. Oh, it's going to be like 3 episodes, 4 episodes. Now I'm on episode 5, and we're like literally halfway through the book, and I'm like, okay, this is good. I'm excited that they're dragging it out, and there's a lot more. But you saying like there's more stuff coming with the animals and the plants and stuff, I'm like, ooh, that sounds good. Because I kind of wish they did more with that in the book. Like they just had the one attack and that was it.
Well, there's definitely at least one more animal thing that happens.
Okay.
So there's 10 episodes of the show. So that's a lot of time.
That is a lot. Again, this book is so short. I did not think they could fill up 10 episodes.
Yeah. Actually, when I think about it, I think maybe I would use, like, you know how you're at the end of the year, and your count is down. You're like, fuck, I need 5 more things to read. This might be a good filler for the end of the year if you're trying to bang out a couple more things just to get your count up.
I think this would be good for anybody who's like a casual fan of sci-fi or wants to try sci-fi or like loves really dry humor. Because it's not very dirty. It's not very dark. It's very fast and clean. I mean, there's some violence to it, but, we read a lot darker on here.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, no, anybody who like wants to test out sci-fi or see if they like this or if they need like, 5 books to reach their reading goal before the end of the year, absolutely test this out.
Yeah, because it will be fast, I think. Yeah, I like it. I like the idea of it. That would be the only reason I would return to this is if I needed to like hurry up and reach my number at the end of the year. I'll remember this and come back to it.
Oh yeah. But honestly, like if there's a season 2 of the TV show, I'm definitely watching that.
I'm watching it because I want to see what's going to happen.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, let's rate the book.
Okay.
I'll give it a 3 out of 5.
That's fair. I want to give it a 4 just because it's so well written. I didn't enjoy it that much, but like I can appreciate it does deserve to win all of the awards, and I understand why everybody loves it.
Yeah, it's award worthy. I think, though, for all the reasons I already said, and again, and it's my fault. I know I put the book at a disadvantage because I didn't read it first. So maybe it would have scored higher with me had I read it first, but that's not how this went this time around. So it is what it is. So let's do our scoring for the show so far. What's your score for that?
5 out of 5.
5 out of 5.
5 out of 5.
Okay,
I'm
girl.
halfway through episode 5. Like I'm literally jonesing to get back to it. This show is everything I wanted in the book. It's giving me all of the details. It's all of the human drama, but fun. The side or the cutaways to the to his serials is everything. I love it so much. I kind of wish like there was just a whole episode of just a serial. Don't spoil it if there is.
No spoilers.
But yeah, no, this TV show, I love it. I will definitely watch it a second time. Like I know I'm not even finished with it yet, but this is something I will rewatch in the future.
Okay. So if I were to nitpick it, I'd probably give the show a 4.5. But since we don't do halves, it earns a 5 as well. I really liked, the internal monologue from Alexander. It was great. The pacing is really good. They were really smart to do shorter episodes.
Yes.
Because an hour probably would have been too much. Even if they did like 5 1-hour ones, it might have been too much. Because it really allowed the show to be more fast paced, like quick, with the details, like you said. So I was able to expand on those details and plots that the audiobook or the short story novella couldn't. And of course, visually, it was really appealing. Sanctuary Moon was like really appealing visually. Their habitat, all those things, it was nice to see on the screen. And as well as like all the different looking characters, actors and stuff. Yes. I loved. So there's really what's not to love.
Exactly.
About it.
What's not to love?
Yeah, it's great. Definitely recommend.
Yes. TV show, definitely recommend.
Yeah, I love that. So today we had a short and sweet one for you guys. The book was
just
short.
Like the book. Short and sweet book. Short and sweet podcast.
Short, the conversation was short. Right to the point. So if you guys read All Systems Red, or if you continued on and read the whole, Murderbot Diaries, let us know what you thought. If you watched the show, let us know your comparison. But of course, keep it spoiler free because we don't want to know what happens next. We don't want to know.
Yeah,
but let us
don't
know.
Spoil future books.
Yeah, but let us know what you thought of it. And yeah, that's it. I guess we're done. Yeah, we have something different next time. We're returning to our regular fantasy roots next time. So that should be good. Actually, it's funny. We had a book, but it was way too long. So I said, what the hell is short? I remembered.
And here we go.
And here we are. All right. So we'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, take care of yourselves. Bye, guys.
Bye, everybody.
Did you enjoy today's episode? If so, please head over to Apple Podcast or Spotify and leave a positive 5-star review. It's a simple action that makes a big difference. You can also like this episode on your favorite podcast player or share it with your fellow bookworm friends on social media. Joining the Shelf Addiction Patreon family is another way to support us. For as little as $2 a month, you can help our team create even more amazing bookish content. If Patreon isn't your thing, Consider becoming a supporter on the Spreaker app for just $5 a month and gain access to exclusive audio-only content. You can find me everywhere, including Instagram, X, and TikTok under the handle Shelf Addiction. Join our book club of the same name on the book club's website and app, where we discuss all things bookish and more in a safe space. The Shelf Addiction podcast is a part of the Nerdy Maven Network. Thanks for tuning in.